Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Desi-Instincts. My name is Harshit. So today we are going to discuss about the new movie Godzilla X Cong, The New Empire. And I watched it yesterday, Friday, and it was in 3D and it's a 2-hour movie. So before we start, let's discuss a little bit about the franchise. So I think the first movie was on Godzilla, so it was probably Godzilla Verse. And then I think they introduced Kong, and we didn't know that Kong and Godzilla was belonging in the same universe. Probably then it was Kongverse, and then they clubbed them both together. So probably it was Titanverse or even Monsterverse. So the first movie was about Godzilla, right? The kaiju story, and I think it was really good. The way they introduced Godzilla back to Hollywood, it was super exciting. So the new avatar of Godzilla or the new power of Godzilla, like consuming the nuclear power or any kind of power and using it against its enemies, that was super exciting for me. And then there was Kong Skull Island, right? And it was all about Kong. We didn't know that Kong Skull Island was somehow related to Godzilla. The end scene of Kong, where I could see Godzilla and Kong are going to be in the same universe, and that scene was goosebumps for me. Then the third movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, and finally there we saw a whole new world called Hollow Earth. And wow, what a way to introduce to a new world which is similar to Earth but having titans and also hidden from human beings. And it was a really good concept to use Hollow Earth, right? And there were really exciting titans as well, and some creative creatures. And the new badass titans were super awesome. And by looking at them, it would feel like Godzilla and Kong are very small or tiny or not powerful enough to beat them. But yeah, you all know the ending. So now let's get started with Godzilla X Kong. So as the new movie suggests, it's X Kong, not versus Kong, right? So that means it has to be something to do with some kind of new story or new twist there between Kong and Godzilla. So the movie starts with discussing on the Hollow Earth, right? So they explain a little bit about the Hollow Earth and they give the background of Hollow Earth. So I think even if a person is watching this movie for the first time and not having the background of the previous movies, I think they can probably understand the concept a little bit. And so this Hollow Earth has been explored only for 5%, not much, right? So there is still 95% of Hollow Earth is left to be explored, and probably that is where the title fits into the new empire. So I think it's a little exciting to me because you never know. I think even in this movie, we are not knowing how much of Hollow Earth has been explored and what else lies there. So then followed by the movie has a lot of fighting scenes. Even Godzilla and Kong are throughout the movie, but I think Kong has a little bit more screen time than Godzilla. But you will see that the movie is having a lot of fighting scenes. But what I felt was, other than the climax fight, the previous fights that start from the beginning are ending a little faster, and they have not shown every detail of that fight. So, for example, a monster gets killed, but they don't show how it gets killed. They just show that the monster gets killed. So I think that part, I think I would have loved if they showed a little more in detail and some exciting new moves by Godzilla or Kong and how they are killing those monsters. So the most exciting scene or the sequence for me was, I would say, the two scenes. So the one scene was, I think you would have seen it in the trailer, that Godzilla is getting a new avatar in this movie, right? And the color of Godzilla on his back and the scale goes pink. um, Probably previously it was in blue and a little white or light blue, and now it is pink. It's exciting. I think you will get to know why it is pink when you watch the movie, and they have used a little bit of scientific concepts there. So that was one exciting scene for me. The other one was, I think there is a fighting sequence where both Kong and Godzilla jump together, and that is in slow motion, and that is really good. I loved that frame, right? It's exciting. I think Kong has evolved a lot now. I think he even responds to other human beings and probably understands them as well. There is a scene where a doctor interacts, helps him get fixed, and that scene shows how Kong is evolved and a little more smarter or mature now. So this Hollow Earth scenes are really good, I felt. I think even the humans go there to explore a little more on the Hollow Earth. And those scenes are really super exciting where there is no Godzilla, no Kong, but only humans who are exploring a new world. That is super crazy, I think, because a lot of new creatures and titans too. So some bits in the Hollow Earth really creepy. I think I went to watch with my partner and she screamed out loud for two scenes. It was really crazy. So, as you've seen in the trailer, there is a new threat, right, in the movie. New threat, I think they build up a lot of suspense around it. But I think when they introduce what that new threat is, I felt a little not much badass, I would say, because compared to the Titans that were there in the previous movies, I think this felt a little average threat, at least in the visual perspective. And you have seen in the trailer that there is a Junior Kong, right? Junior Kong, yeah. And I think you should see it in the movie how it gets introduced. And the beginning, I didn't feel really good about it. I felt sorry for Junior Kong, right? But later on, they have given up a little more depth to him or the depth to that character, which is a little highlight at the end of the movie. And we need to wait and watch how they are going to use this Junior Kong further in the next movies. And that sounds a little interesting, right? So coming to climax has really good fighting sequences, right? And it has some new weapons. Um, some of the Titans are going to use, right? Also, the climax has good concept on science in their own way. I don't know how much of that is true as per science, but yeah, in their own way. So throughout the climax, I was on the edge of my seat, right, thinking what's going to happen next, and it was super interesting to see. So one minor spoiler that I would like to give is there are some other Titans which you already know, but there are two new Titans, I think, which are going to join Kong and Godzilla team, right? Um, I think you should wait and watch till the climax, how it's going to happen. It's really good. I mean, and it's interesting to watch those titans as well. And since the Hollow World is just explored only 5%, still there's a lot of things to explore there. And I would say that's really exciting. I think that would be the new future of the franchise, probably expanding it based on the Hollow World. And I think that's where the title comes in as the new empire. So probably they could introduce more threats or new concepts or even new avatars to Kong and Godzilla. Probably the future of the franchise. So this brings us to the last part of the video, the conclusion. So the whole movie is super exciting, interesting, and I think you will never feel bored, right? It keeps you going and you crave for more suspense. It was super fun to watch, visually a treat, I would say. It's a little loud, or the sound you may feel irritated at times because it's just like the monsters are screaming at each other sometimes. So audience wise, I think kids would love this movie, and any young generation people probably would love this movie. And I think it's an adrenaline junkie movie, so it's super exciting, I would say. But people a little older or probably older generation like my parents might not love as much as we do. So I think that's the audience scope. So rating wise, in my opinion, I think I would give it around 6 to 7 out of 10, and it's a one time watch movie. So that wraps up our video today. So please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. Please support me so I could add more such videos. Thank you.